noble lord granted a tract of land by the crown in a newly discovered faraway land across the ocean. This is Colonial Charter, the Forge Awakens. What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E show. It's Banished Wednesday! Starting a new series. Colonial Charter 1.6.1 is out. Lots of little nifty updates and improvements. I love the guys at Black Liquid for what they've helped inspire from the Shining Rock Software Banished game. These guys have just added a whole new layer to the initial game. The initial game is fabulous in and of itself. If you haven't tried it, I recommend getting it. Black Liquid is a free mod producer, and they produce the Colonial Charter mod. I'm also going to be running some of Red Ketchup's medieval town stuff. I've got a variety of mods going. So we're going to start a brand new map today. I got these really awesome map seeds. And this one here we're going to call Doubleton for the Double E show. Doubleton. I am not a super fast typer. Please don't pick on me. Alright. And the map seed we're going to play today is 1727173. And then we're going to go Colonial Charter Flat Plains, Colonial Charter Very Large, and I start out with a very mild climate. You know, it is what it is. It's what I like. And then the Appalachian Forest, easy setting. Here's why. Not only do I want to build this village into whatever it becomes, but I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. So I like to have a little bit of a go to get started. I mean, if they really only traveled with a couple of seeds or a couple of pieces of food when they were banished, they would have starved to death before they reached their final destination. That is my firm belief. So here we go. Your country has rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. How's that for voice acting? Huh? Huh? Yeah, nobody's knocking on my door. I want to let you all know that if you have the opportunity to, check out Vaypah Gaming, the Noble Rambler, and I believe it's Night Ghost 479. I've been watching their, as you know from my channel, I love playing Banished, but I've been watching their settlements build, and I have to tell you, out freaking standing. Vaypah is the epitome of a perfectionist. Everything is just so, and his layouts are stunning. Noble makes very sprawled out areas along with little villages and little tiny offshoots of the main town, and does a really good job with that. And Night Ghost, I would liken to myself. He gets really excited whenever something bad is about to happen, and he loses his mind. And yeah, so I enjoy watching it. So let's get our charts up here. One of the mods I am running is it's called Calendar, Real Calendar, and so instead of seeing spring, early spring, spring, late spring, and all that stuff, you actually see the months of the year. I don't know. I like it. I like it. All right, profession, or that's the event log. Yep. Hold on. I'm moving everywhere now. There we go. Let's get the map, and I'll show you the map in a moment. You'll like the map. The map is kind of nifty looking. And let's see, what's the other one we do? Professions. Yep, professions. We're going to go with this one. I like this one. And then last but not least, limits. Alright, so first things first. Let's get this out of the way. There's something that we know is super important in all games. It's food. This is preset to 5,000. We're going to go 999999999. A lot of wood needed for this, so we're going to go to 5,000 logs right off the bat. We're going to go to 2,000 stone, 2,000 iron. Because here's the thing. they're either, if you set up your mines, they're either going to mine till they reach that limit, or if you send them out to pick up the raw resources off the plains, they're going to pick until they reach that limit. So you might as well just give them as much of the limit as they can. We can start out with 200 fuel to start. That's absolutely fine. We only have 18 people, 6 children, 12 working adults. Not a big deal. I'm going to put the materials at 1,000. Dry goods at 1,000. Tools, we're going to go right up to 150. So when we start putting them, the blacksmiths to work, they're going to be working it. Herbs, health, we're going to go 9999999 because we're going to trade herbs. So eventually we're going to set up a trading post. We're going to get herb seeds. We're going to grow herbs. We're going to have our herbalist mend those herbs, or we'll have the herb mender. I'll show you that in a minute. And we're going to use them. It's 4 per, and it's a cheap resource. So it's great trading early game. Clothes we'll put to 100. So when we finally get the seamstress or the clothier or whomever working, the tailor, will be good. And luxuries we'll put at 1,000. Why not? Okay. So there you go. So let's first things first. What we want to do is we want to okay. We have a storage barn. We have a stockpile. I'm going to make the stockpile bigger right away. Click. Stockpile. Boom. 5 by 6. 6 by 6. Boom. They need much room. And then let's take a look at the map here real quick. So we're right here on the map in the upper right hand corner, underneath the EE logo. There's a lake over here. Okay, good sized lake. All right, there's no inlets or outlets. The river comes through up here. All right, top left corner of the map. The river runs all the way around, and then it starts to come down, and you can see it coming down and down and down and down and down, and then there's another lake right before it goes off the map. Now that being said, where we're starting here, we're going to have to go that way to get to water. Okay, so we're eventually going to work our way over to here. Since we're going to work that way so that we can get the trading post going, guess where I want to try to put my my forest node first. I'm going to start working it this way. So let's get this square, and then let's go to first things first. Let me see if I have the fishing hole. Custom markets, no. Food, do I have it? Fountain. Fish farm, okay. This is a mod, the fish farm. Red Ketchup, I believe, developed it. This is a great early source for food. So we're gonna get it tucked in right there. Boom. I'm gonna move this up here because we're gonna start building it. So let's actually unpause, and we'll put it on ×2 while I plan stuff out. Okay, so there's the fish farm. We take the road. We're gonna start out with these country roads. I love the country roads, covered in leaves and stuff. So I want it to come over to here. Whoops. Is that shift? There we go. I want it to come out to here. Boom. And then, alright, so I gotta remember where that is. I think I remember where it is. Stop. We're gonna go here, here, Forester, and there's the road, and change the model real quick. Boom. Forester. Alright. So once they get that forest lodge cleared, we'll get that up and running. Let's see, what else am I going to do here real quick? No, raw resources. Resource production. Nope, maybe it is in here. Oh, I know where they moved it to. So over here, the herbalist. So we can make sure our health is always on the go. the raw food gathering, the gatherer's hut. Rotate that around. Boom. Right. And then the hunting lodge. Put this little one in. Rotate this around. Boom. There you go. Forest node. Underway. Now, we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 builders on the tasks. And now we'll speed it up. We'll get them cranking this out real quick. Now the fish farm is a little overpowered, but as an early game item, you can make sure that your food stores are going. That's fine and dandy. That's probably a really good idea. And then after you start getting underway, you can chuck it or you can drop it down to 1, so you're not over egging the game, I guess. Alright, so while they're there too, here's our fish farm. Click. I want to put just 1 person in there. I also want to take... So I do my fields and my farms a little aesthetically. I try to make them look good to what they're being built near. So I'm going to go with... Oops. Down 1. I'm going to go with... There it is. 10 by 15 for the chickens. Chickens don't need as big of an area. Okay, foresters. So we'll put 2 in there, and we're just gonna have them cut to start. We've got plenty of wood we can get around, but we might as well have guys that are dedicated and just tearing out those resources for us. Move the herbalist up, cooking cabin up, pasture up, and then also once we start getting that, I want to put tiny shacks out here. I'm a fan of the tiny shack. Oops. I'll take that around. Because even though they can hold up to 3 people, they often hold more than that, but once you upgrade them as well, they can hold a family of 4 or 5. So herbalist, we'll get 1 herbalist on the go. We'll get 2 hunters on the go because we need a food variety. We can drop our builders down to 3. So our little node is looking good. Oh, gatherer's hut is up. We're just going to put 1 in the gatherer's hut for now. Put a tiny shack. Oh, there's the road coming in. So can I get it? Can you get it in here? You know what? I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to... Whoop! I keep hitting the command... No, that's not what I want. I want this one! Alright, tiny shack's ready. That tiny shack is ready. Standard pasture is almost done. Autosave. Means we're 10 minutes in. Woo-hoo. How's this looking? Okay, I should actually take the speed down on the game too, since we're building. I don't necessarily need to have it on ×10. Things are working. So let me show you already. They've got over 400 food already. So we're gonna do well. It's very lush around here. I'm gonna get my laborers to collect some iron and stone. from the general area right here, and we'll get that second stockpile there filled up. I'm also going to come out here to the forest node area and get them to just kind of clear that area real good. Alright, yeah. Road, this one here. This one here. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good. I love, so if I can back out here, give you an idea of the circle of influence. We're really just outside the town. Just outside. Not the herbalist, which one? The forester's lodge, just outside. So we're in a good spot. We're in a really good spot. And back down here because the pasture is ready. And let's see, what seeds did they give us to start? No, seeds. Animals. We got leghorns. Okay, so we're going to put one person in there to work. Drop our builders down to 2. And we're underway. I mean, literally, we're underway. That's a 10-minute quick build to getting underway. We're doing pretty good. So now the idea is that this is our initial settlement. So I'm gonna, obviously I want to kind of keep this going. So I want to build up this out as farms as best as I can. In fact, I'm gonna move this down to so it starts producing stuff quicker. Move to 15. That way they start slaughtering meat a little earlier. And then when I'm ready, I'll move them back up to 25. I'll let them grow back up to 25. You know what? Never mind. I just thought of something. I'm going to let them get to 25. That way I can split them earlier and get more of these pastures going. But I'm going to build up my farms out here, and then as we move towards the river, we'll have some the settlements will start building up more. We'll get more and more housing. And then once we get to the river, that's when we're going to set up trade, and we'll have our dock works and stuff, you know, quayside going down. We'll have dock works on the lake over here. We'll have dock works on the other lakes. We're really going to be able to spread this out, but this map is just really well loaded. And if you're inclined to build aesthetically, this is the seed for you, because it's mostly flat, very little rock. Outcrops and everything like that. But yeah, so I think, you know, to be honest with you, I think we're good on this first start. So this is Colonial Charter 1.6.1 from Black Liquid. I will put the link in the description. I will put the link to Banished in the description, so you can check it out from Shining Rock Software or on Steam. I'll put them both in. And come back for more. I hope you like it. I hope that you'll stick with me. We're going to go on a long journey in Doubleton, and or as the fancy people call it, Dublayton. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. This is Jibba 73 Double E Show. Check it.
That was a failure of epic proportions. Unacceptable.